girl chat. Now, you probably heard about the rise of fake news. Usually you can find fake news on websites that create stories that are completely false and get people to believe they're true.
Yes.
A lot of the time, they end up getting shared on social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. But it's important to know the difference between real stories and fake ones. Now, I'm a huge news junkie.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I love the news.
Yes. I follow your Instagram and I'd be like, oh, that's what's going on in the world.
I'm kind of concerned about this fake news because the thing is that there are important stories that's actually happening, and I don't know why people are following. Like, you really have to research and make sure that what you're reading is actually true, so you don't put out things, because they done killed Morgan Freeman 50 times, all right? It's like, stop killing, he's not dead.
And guys, Instagram blogs are not where you should get your credible news from, FYI.
Thank
you.
Like, gossip blogs are probably not the most credible source.
I actually was featured on one of those sites. It was a list of 20 celebrities you didn't know died this year.
I saw that.
It was me 1 month, and then it was my sister the next month.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, this is so weird. And then I started getting tweets. I'm sorry, this had happened. And I'm like, this is news to me.
Right.
Guys, look at me sitting here all alive and stuff reading
It was
this.
so weird.
No, I agree with you. I've learned never to believe anything you read unless you have solid facts. Maybe some numbers or something to actually prove it, because even the real, we've been dragged through some media BS that's like, where are they getting this from?
Right?
It doesn't make sense. However, I will be the first to admit that if I'm like online shopping, in the corner it says, Justin Bieber's penis revealed, I'm clicking. Yes,
That's real.
I'm that girl. I love a good juicy picture.
Do you look at, Jeannie, do you look at the sex tapes too?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Yes. Dude, whatever. Call me a dirty mind. You can pray for me. That's fine. I'll take the prayer. I just love weird news.
But see, that's entertainment. The problem is that when it's the political news or, you know, really, you know, more
facts that are important, like real things.
Or
You
people
really gotta
dying. Like, one day I literally started almost crying in an Uber. I was like driving in the car. I wasn't driving. I was in the car and I literally text messaged our EP here. And I'm like, you guys, I'm so sad. Can you believe Betty White passed away? Like, that's not even funny, you guys. Like, she's actually an older person, and I really believed this.
Right.
And it was totally a hoax. It was that time when they were doing the death hoax.
Yeah.
How is that funny?
Killing off people. And it's not funny. And the thing,
What the hell?
one of our balls just fit. Oh,
See, that's what happens when you shop at the 99-cent store.
Why did I just get scared? Like,
Me too, because we were talking about dead people.
Fell.
No, you know what, though? This
That
fake
scared
news
me.
is getting so bad that even the Pope commented on it, and I thought that was fake. I had to check it, because I was like, the Pope is commenting, and he said that fake news is a sin, and that, you know, we need to...
It's like gossiping.
It's like lying.
Exactly. That's what he said.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's
so
a good
thank
point.
you, Pope.
I agree.
That's not a wake-up call.
Yeah. What are different ways that you actually make sure that your news is fact?
Well, I just have a couple of reputable websites that I go to and that I go to all the time. Like CNN, Huffington Post,
Reddit,
Drudge Report. But another tip to know if you are, you know, reading a site that has true facts is you read about the About Us section on the website.
Yeah.
Most sites will have a lot of information about the news outlet and the company that runs it.
Yeah.
You have to look at the quotes
Yes.
in the stories or lack thereof.
Exactly.
And lastly, you have to look at who is making these quotes. Make sure to check and see if they are a reputable source with a title that you can verify through a quick search or Google.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
And I would search several different outlets. Don't rely on just one place.
Yeah, but I mean, the old school ones, too, are good. You know, like Time, on the Wall Street Journal, New York Times,
The Associated
LA Times.
Press.
ABC News, like NBC News, I always go to those.
Yeah, because whenever something something like, especially when it's somebody's death, I immediately Google. And if I Google and I don't see a great source, a source that's, that I know, then I'm like, it's not true.
True.
Because then my mom called me one morning and she was like, I'm looking on them. They said that you're getting death threats. I said, death threats? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, who is saying this? Johnny G? I'm like, who is Johnny G?
Be like, who trying to kill me? Where?
Now,
How?
isn't that true, though? If we can get real for a second, I know Mama Mai hits those up. Do your moms read random sources to find out things and hear stuff, and you're like, Mom, don't listen to Johnny G.
Exactly. They listen to they're reading the blogs now, and then they're getting their information
or
from
just
these
that
other
tag,
spaces.
You know that tagline?
Yeah.
They're not actually reading the entire article.
Right.
Because my mom actually thought I had a sex tape out there. Remember when I was on the show and I said that I made a sex tape with my husband? But she freaked out because she thought I had a sex tape just loose somewhere. I don't.
Well, see,
I don't.
If it's too good to be true, it probably is not true.
Like a sex tape of you would be way too good to be true.
That would be juicy.
Way
It would
too
be
good.
so good,
So
though.
juicy.
Wow. Speaking of big news, this year's Grammy Award nominations were recently announced, and they have everyone talking. Beyonce leads the field with 9 nominations, you guys. That is so cool, including 1 in the Best Rock Performance category for her performance of Don't Hurt Yourself with Jack White.
Yeah.
However, many die-hard rock fans were not happy
Here
with
we
Faye's
go.
nomination in this category, with some even, I heard someone say haters, with some even going so far as to say rock and roll is dead.
Wow.
That is interesting. What do you guys feel about this?
Well, I mean, first of all, Beyonce just works hard. I mean, and people hating on her. They hating on her at the Country Music Awards. She did a country music song, and she did it well. Now they hating on her about this. It's like
You
is
know
an
that,
artist.
she has the right to transcend genres.
Right.
And by the way, you guys, it's not her by herself. It's her with a rock and roll artist, Jack White.
Right.
It's a collaboration. Talk to Jack White about it.
Well, I mean, too, the Grammys, they did, like, shade a lot of people. Like, poor Kanye. I felt like he should have got Album of the Year. He got the rap album. Yeah. Kanye received 8 nominations, but only in the hip-hop categories. And The Life of Pablo didn't receive Album of the Year, and I think he should have got Album of the Year. That was a high album. But that's what they do. They, snub certain people, But then my MCM, Chance the Rapper, received 7 nominations. 7. And that was streaming. That tells you, see, he cut out the middleman. He making all his money.
Smart
so that
guy.
was smart. So I believe that, And then, of course, Beyonce and Adele is going to go head-to-head in 3 major categories. Oh.
That's going to be interesting.
Who do you have?
No, I
that's
can't. I can't
hard.
pick between them. I'm a
Me neither.
Beehiver, and then I'm an Adelian at heart for sure.
You can't pick?
I can't.
No, I
because
can't.
sometimes you gotta you gotta have that girl rock out. You need that music for your soul, and then sometimes you just need a good cry with Adele.
I really try not to have the good cry, so I'm going to go with Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm talking about Adele. Have you been to a concert?
No,
Adele has no
so you see-
performers and no backup. Like she does. It's just
So that
Adele
goes
on
to
the
show you, I'm here for the backup dancers. I'm here for the performers. I am here for the Beehive.
Yes, but it's real magical to need nobody and just be you
But
alone
Beyonce's
standing
done
there
that
and
before.
Sell out concerts.
Easily.
A whole concert?
Yes, she did it in Vegas. It was
With no backup dancers at all?
She did the,
I've definitely seen performances and there's actually
Of course,
parts of her
performances,
concert
yeah.
where she has no dancers and it's just her by herself.
I think you're saying as a whole,
Yeah.
Adele, it's usually her
Adele
and that
comes out on
microphone.
stage, yes, and
Whereas
just-
Beyonce is
Yeah, I've
more
never
of
been to an
the
Adele
performer,
concert.
But she's also, she's a performer and she got vocals.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
the thing about
That's why
Beyonce.
they
Double
she got
whammy.
the dance moves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
But I love Adele too because she's soulful.
Yes.
Oh, Lonnie's going.
Break it down one time.
You know who I was also upset that didn't get a lot
Nomination?
of was Solange. I think her seat
I
at
think
the
she
table.
missed the deadline. Maybe she
They
missed
said
the
it was,
deadline.
no, they could have downloaded They could have downloaded her
I'm
album.
saying, there's literally a cutoff time from when
Yes.
you can get nominated when your album came out. Another
Then
person.
it's gonna be old.
next
Yeah.
year she'll still be eligible.
What I love most about Solange is, she don't even care.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? She's like,
She's like,
I'm not there for that.
But I think somebody do care is Drake, because Drake didn't get.
No,
What was that? One Dance.
Drake.
Everybody was playing that all summer. I Need One
Yeah.
Dance, and it didn't get nominated for
Yeah.
Record of the Year. I was like,
Or
come on,
what's the
why y'all
song
do
where you
Drake
had
like this?
The turtleneck.
Yeah,
Remember?
Hotline Bling.
Bling.
Now
Hotline
that
Bling.
got nominated, but
Oh.
it was in the rap. It's not like in the pop. It's so many different categories.
Yeah, got it.
So they, so he's getting something. But
I just
not
can't
a
wait to
lot.
watch and see what everybody wears.
Oh.
I can't wait. I love the
cover
fashion on the Grammys. Oh, I
You gonna
love
cover
it.
it?
I think I will. I'll let you guys know for sure.
Yeah,
if we
that's
can.
gonna be hot.
Now, we'll make sure to keep track of the Grammys as the show gets closer. And speaking of tracking, it's been reported that ride-sharing company Uber, Adrian loves, I love, I know we all
Yes,
use it once,
yes.
can now track passengers' locations for up to 5 minutes after they've been dropped off, even when the app is closed. Okay. Uber claims having this information helps pinpoint location to improve pickups, drop-offs, and enhance customer safety. Okay, I'm really trying to process this because I trust technology and I trust Uber because they pioneered transportation with their idea, but I'm wondering why they need to do this because I'm not going to lie, when I've taken rides, I'm really glad that the person doesn't have my area where I live after I've gotten dropped off. Like, my brother drives for Lyft, and he tells me, because, I don't know, sometimes you have drivers that are a little comfortable with you, and they start conversations where you're like, ooh, I don't know if I, would want to ride with that person again. Then you get dropped off, and now I know that that person has my address after they're done with me. You know what I'm saying?
they don't have the address. They don't have the address after they're done with you. They just continue to track
you.
where you've gone for the next 5 minutes.
Why they being
After
nosy?
you've
How can you
dropped off.
track where I've gone if you don't have my location?
Why they being nosy?
Pretty much, because it's for your safety. Okay, for instance, if you get dropped off at home, ain't you gonna be in your house for the next
Yeah, that's
5
what I'm
minutes? Where you
saying.
going?
They don't know. No,
So why
what
do you
if
have to track it?
Exactly.
Honestly, I think it's to make sure that the person gets in safely.
No, they just
If
being nosy.
No,
wait.
no. I like it. Please track me, make sure I'm alive and I'm okay, and see where I was going last.
Yeah, but see, you live
Where are you going that you don't want to be tracked?
Yeah, but
If
you'll
you
get
dropped
dropped off
off.
in front of your door, Adrian.
Yes.
That's
I
different.
get dropped off at a building.
That's what
so
I'm
that's
saying.
different. So if I
You know what I
get
mean?
inside my building and it takes me 5 minutes to actually get to my apartment, they now have tracked where I went for those
They
5
don't need
minutes.
to
which
know that.
is
Yeah, I
help-
don't.
That is
Or
helpful
maybe-
to my safety.
Try to figure
No.
this out. Maybe they're doing it to find ways to actually benefit themselves.
How? Of
Meaning,
course. Yes.
seeing that if a lot of their drivers are in, oh, hell.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Meaning, if a lot of their drivers are in one place, they will send more drivers to that place in the future.
But
Do
you
see
can
what
get
I'm
that
saying?
information without lingering on the location 5
Right,
minutes
for
after
5
the app
minutes.
is closed. If you get dropped off after a fun night with Lonnie
Yeah.
in front of your door, and the person's like, Tamara Mori Housley, thank you so much. That was so fun, sister.
Yeah.
And they're driving away. And for 5 minutes, they know exactly where you live and your address. Just
They
because
knew what 5 minutes before, Jeannie. What's the difference?
But why
because
do they
some
keep
people-
tracking it though?
Because they're tracked, but some people don't know who you are until they drop you off.
Exactly.
But do you understand what I'm
That's-
saying? What's the difference? They still knew.
Because the address goes away. I mean, some people want to know your address afterwards because once the company's done, you can't have your number. Like, nobody from Uber can call you after they've gotten your number the first time because your information clears. Well, now they can have your address for 5 minutes after they drop you off.
You see?
Wait.
That's why I don't do Uber. Okay, they too nosy for me. I'm gonna do a
I
cab.
just think it's weird. But I want to understand it. If there's a reason that I'm missing, I want to understand.
Maybe it's to benefit people like me who live in an apartment building.
But then
where...
they should make that a choice then.
Oh, that's great.
That's a good-
You see, look at the growth that's happening right here, right now.
That's a great idea.
That is a great one.
That's a good
that
idea.
You should be able to say, have the option, click yes, keep my tracking on for 5 minutes after,
Yes.
or please do not track me 5 minutes after.
Do you guys agree that's a good idea?
You have the option.
So at least you
Look
know
at
what's
you.
going on.
Lonnie, you just made some money. If you'd like to get the
Mark.
choice for them to keep your address, sign up to the Apple Store for the 99-cent app provided by Lonnie Love.